Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our captivating journey through the remarkable tale of Nokia. Picture this, a time when phones weren't just gadgets, they were our trusted companions, our storytellers. Do you remember the rhythmic tones of iconic Nokia ringtone? The satisfying click of the buttons of your Nokia device? Those moments weren't just fleeting, they were experiences that colored our lives. Today, we embark on a nostalgic voyage down the memory lane, exploring the rise, fall, and resurgence of a brand that shaped an entire era of communication. How did a company known for its paper mills evolve into a torchbearer of mobile communication? And how did this iconic brand, once on a zenith of mobile industry, navigate its decline? Join us as we unravel the story that transformed Nokia from mere devices into cherished memories. Are you ready to reconnect with the nostalgia and witness the Nokia story unfold? Sparkling memories that once adorned our daily lives? Let's immerse ourselves into this journey, rediscovering the magic of Nokia's impact on our shared memories.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me take your journey back in time to the modest beginning of a company that would redefine the world of communication, Nokia. Our story starts in 1865, but not with mobile phones, but with a Finnish paper mill. Nokia at its inception was not a tech giant, but a company grounded in the pulp and paper industry. Fast forward to the 20th century, Nokia underwent a transformation that would set the stage for its meteoric rise. In the early 1980s, Nokia recognized the potential of mobile communication, embracing the technological shift with the launch of first Movida Talkman in 1984. This was not a sleek, pocket-sized device. Instead, it resembled something closer to a brick. But in those days, it was revolutionary. Imagine carrying a piece of the future in your hands, a precursor to the mobile phones we know. The real turning point came in 1992 when Nokia introduced the iconic Nokia 1011, the first mass-produced GSM mobile phone. It was compact, lightweight, and had the ability to send text messages, a feature that would soon become a global phenomenon. Nokia wasn't just selling phones, they were selling a new way of connecting, of communicating across distances. As we entered the late 90s, Nokia solidified its position as an industry leader. The Nokia 5110, with its customizable covers, became a fashion statement. The Nokia 3210, a true game changer, brought us the addictive game Snake. The world was falling in love with Nokia, not just for the technology but for the experience. And continued, and by the early 2000s, they were the largest mobile phone manufacturer in the world. They were not just making phones, they were shaping a culture, a lifestyle. In this era, Nokia was not merely a company, it was a global phenomenon, a name synonymous with cutting-edge technology. As we look back, let's appreciate the humble beginning that laid the foundation for Nokia's rise. The journey from paper to pixels, from the Movida Talkman to the Nokia 8810, the story of evolution and the relentless pursuit of a vision that would change the way we connect. Thank you for joining me on this stroll down memory lane, exploring the chapters that marked Nokia's humble beginning and the victorious rise.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the era when Nokia not only created phones but dominated the world with them. Picture this, it's late 90s and Nokia is at the pinnacle of its power. The new millennium dawn, Nokia held a staging 35% of the global phone market. How did they achieve such dominance? It was not just about the phones, it was about understanding what people wanted before they knew it themselves. 3310, launched in the year 2000, became an icon. It was not just a phone, it was a symbol of durability and reliability. But Nokia did not stop there. The Nokia 6600, introduced in 2003, was a game changer. With its integrated camera and multimedia capabilities, suddenly our phones were not just for calls, they were for capturing our moments and expressing our feelings. The mid-2000s saw Nokia embracing the smartphone revolution with the N series. The Nokia N70 and N90 were among the pioneers, offering features like high-quality camera and multimedia capabilities. Nokia was setting the standard of a smartphone what could be. In 2007, the Nokia N95 took the world by storm with its 5-megapixel cameras, GPS and 3G capabilities. It was a technological marvel. Nokia was not just a brand, it was a symbol of cutting-edge innovation. During this period, Nokia was not just a manufacturer, it was a cultural phenomenon. Our phones were no longer just tools, they were expressions of our identity. As we thought about this golden age, let's appreciate Nokia's journey to world domination. It was not just about phone market share, it was about creating products that become integral parts of our lives. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Nokia's era of world domination, where each phone was not just a device, but gateway to a world of possibilities.
Ladies and gentlemen, The rise of Nokia was indeed a marvel, but no story of the great success is without its share of challenges. As we delve into the chapter of decline, we witness the ebb and flow of an empire that seemed invincible. 2000s marked the peak of Nokia's success, but beneath the surface, storm was gathering. One of the crucial moments in this narrative occurred when the smartphone revolution began to take shape. While Nokia was basking in the glory of its feature phones, competitors were gearing up with devices that would redefine the industry. Apple introduced the iPhone and Google launched the Android operating system. These developments set the stage for a seismic shift in consumer preferences. Nokia, however, seemed slow to adapt the changing tides. Symbiotic operating system, which had been a cornerstone of Nokia's success, faced challenges in keeping up with the user-friendly interfaces and vibrant app ecosystem introduced by Nokia N97, launched in 2009, was intended to be a flagship device that would rival the iPhone. However, it faced very criticism for its bulky design and lagging software. It was a turning point, a moment when the industry and consumer began to question whether Nokia could maintain its dominance. As the world embraced touchscreen smartphones, Nokia market share began to decline. In 2011, Nokia made a strategic decision to adopt the Windows Phone platform in collaboration with Microsoft. But in 2012, Nokia reported its first annual loss is more than 2 decades. The once mighty giant was grappling with a reality it had not faced. Nokia decided to sell its devices and services division to Microsoft, marked the end of an era. It's crucial to acknowledge that Nokia's decline was not solely a result of missteps. It was also a consequence of the rapidly evolving tech landscape and the emergence of formidable competitors. The story of Nokia's decline is a testament to the unforgivable pace, technology, progress, and the challenge even industry leaders face in adapting to change. On the chapter, let's appreciate the rebound of Nokia in this phase of a vital reminder that even giant must constantly evolve to stay relevant. The Nokia story does not end here. It transforms into a narration of the adaptation, learning, and the pursuit of new horizons.
And gentlemen, as we turn the pages of Nokia's story, we find ourselves in the present, a chapter that carries both the echoes of glorious past and promises of resilient future. In the era following challenges of late 2000s and early 2010s, Nokia faced a period of transition. The sale of its devices and services division to Microsoft marked a significant change, but it wasn't the end of its Nokia journey. It was a moment of re-evaluation and reinvention. Fast forward to today, and Nokia stands at a crossroad, ready for a comeback. While it may not dominate the mobile market as it once did, Nokia has strategically diversified its portfolio. Company has founded new venues, focusing on its areas such as telecommunication infrastructure, networking solution, and cutting-edge technology like 5G. Moreover, Nokia has embraced strategic partnership to strengthen its position in the market. Collaboration with major telecommunication operators and technology companies reflect a forward-looking approach, recognizing the importance of synergy in ever-evolving tech landscape. In the smartphone arena, Nokia has not faded into obscurity. Nokia brand, now under HMD Global, has made a comeback with focus on delivering high-quality smartphone. Nokia smartphone aim to capture the essence of brand legacy, reliable, durable, user-friendly devices that resonate with consumers. As we witness the Nokia's present, let's acknowledge the strength in its evolution. Nokia's story continues. The comeback is not just about reclaiming lost ground. It's about charting new territories and redefining what it means to be a pioneer in the digital age. The comeback is not just a return to the market. It's a revival of spirit that made Nokia an icon.
Gentlemen, as we draw curtains on Nokia's journey from the humble beginnings to the world dominance, through the trials of decline to the resurgence today, we find ourselves learning many lessons that transcend the boundary of business to the realm of human adaptability and reliability. That marked by humble beginning teaches us the power of adaptability and reliability. Nokia, which started as a paper mill in 1865, pivoted with the tides of technology, embracing on the technology of mobile communication. The lesson we learn here is simple. The ability to foresee future and adapt to is the beacon to our successful future. World dominance, the golden age of Nokia, teaches the importance of forming a connection with your consumer and understanding them and delivering not just a product but a experience to the consumer. Nokia 3310 was more than a phone. It was a symbol of reliability and durability. The lesson we learn here is simple. We should form an emotional connection with the consumer to be successful. Line, a challenging face is Nokia's narrative, whispers a tale of staying vigilant and responsible to changing world. The negligence to embrace the changing smartphone market led to its decline. It whispers a tale that we should always remain open to change, and always discard outdated models and welcome new perspectives. As we explore the current status and come back, we learn the lesson of resilience and reinvention. Nokia didn't fade away, it modified its portfolio, embraced 5G, and made a glorious return in the smartphone market. We learned the lesson that setbacks are not the end. It is an opportunity for reinvention and making a glorious return. We learn these lessons from Nokia's journey. Let them echo in our mind. Let us innovate, adapt, connect emotionally, and most importantly, persist on the face of challenges. Nokia's reputation comes from not only from its products, but from the wisdom it imparts.
For joining us on this remarkable voyage through Nokia's legacy. As we conclude our journey, let's cherish the moments we revisited together. The echoes of Nokia's ringtone, the sturdy companionship of those devices in our hands. Your presence here today has woven our exploration into a tapestry of shared nostalgia and learning. From Nokia's humble beginnings to its rise as a global leader, from the challenges of its decline into a resilient spirit of resurgence. Each phase tells a story not just of a brand, but of an era that shaped our connection with technology. Your engagement and reminiscences have enriched our experience.